Good morning. I don't know what time it is. Still morning though. This is what happens when you go to bed with your hair wet. Can't do nothing with it. Oh boy. So I added or uploaded an extra video to the podcast last week, and then I didn't add a video or upload a video Monday when I was supposed to. I really forgot. But also, I've had a lot going on, and I have felt like I've had like what I call the stress flu. So I think that I have like an autoimmune thing, and when I get under heavy stress, it kicks it up, and I just have to sleep. Like, seriously, I can't wake up. Like, I have so much trouble. I'll sleep all night long. I'll go to bed at 8 or 9 o'clock, sleep all night long, get up and feel like I have not been to sleep. It's awful. And we've had just, a lot of out of the norm things going on, a lot of stressors, a lot of triggers going off, and it's been hectic. And I don't, of course, I'm still learning how to deal with my emotions and how to, excuse me, I'm trying not to sneeze, how to process certain things. There's a lot that I still struggle with. So, I wanted to come on here and talk about this part of reality, because it is reality. It's oh, my sinuses, they bother me so bad. But this is reality for a lot of us. A lot of us struggle with stressors and emotions and what to do with it all, how to handle it, how to process it, how to react to it, how to behave through it. And a lot of us drop the ball. It's just the reality of it. I feel like that's up too high. I tried to fight it. I tried. I'll be right back. Okay, had to get that taken care of. Where was I? So, something that helps me. It's gonna sound so weird, but something that helps me when I'm feeling stressed out is scents. Smells. And this is, oh my gosh, listen. This is one of the really good ones. It's frankincense and fir. So, part of the tism for me is that I am super, super sensitive to certain things: smells, temperatures, lights, sounds, textures. Like, they can literally, all of those things, either separately or together, can make or break my day. And smells are a big one for me. So as part of my own personal therapy and healing process, I have to make sure I have good smelling things around me. Bad smelling stuff can't be around me. It'll send me into a spiral. Oh, Lord. This is spruce. What's the scent? Green aventurine crystal infused scented candle. And I guess spruce is the scent. It smells like trees. Oh man, it smells kind of like something that Johnny wears. Johnny is the best smelling thing in the world, by the way. Hands down. The best smelling thing in the world. It's gonna sound really strange, but his skin like just has its own scent to it, and he tries to say it's the soap, but it's not just the soap. And if you look, I'm not gonna, I have the internet going crazy with that one. but yes, like, so for me, when I'm having a really, really stressful day, a really hot bubble bath or a really hot Epsom salt bath, because y'all know, if you've been paying attention to my podcasts, Epsom salt bath cures everything. Everything from constipation to belly aches to headaches to body aches to bad days. Epsom salt is where it's at. I just took this out of the bag. I have not even opened it yet, and oh my God. What the what? Oh, Johnny, you are in trouble, because, yeah, you're going to be getting this for me. Wow. I have heard about Chanel No. 5, y'all. I've never smelled this. And listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you a cruel twist of fate. Me being how I am, all broken in lovely ways. COVID did a number on me. Not only was I in the hospital and then on oxygen for like 3 months, maybe 4. It took my smell and twisted it all up. Johnny smelled like mildew for like 6 months. And I cried and I prayed and begged God to make him smell good again. Because he's my favorite smell in the whole world. And he had to stop using the body spray that he was using because it literally smelled. It literally smelled like mildew. And so like a lot of the scents that I used to love, I don't like anymore. They smell like mildew. Candles, wax melts, air fresheners, perfumes and colognes are the worst. A lot of them, they either smell like mildew or all I can smell is the alcohol in them. And so when I find something that I can tolerate now and it's good, oh yes, it's so good, I hold on to it. Because this, to me, y'all know I'm really, really big on holding onto my peace and making sure that my bubble stays peaceful because my life is chaotic up here and out here. And so the whole point of this past 6 minutes of this is to say my peace place is in scents. So today I went and got all new Epsom salt for my bath. I'm going to go upstairs in a little while. I'm going to take everything off of my tub. I'm going to spray it down with cleaner, and I'm going to spend 3 hours just scrubbing the crap out of my bathroom. What a horrible turn of phrase for that. I'm gonna spend 3 hours scrubbing my bathroom and fixing up my bathtub because my favorite thing in the world to do when I'm having a really bad day or just need to woosah is to get into my tub and light my candles and have my scents like my Epsom salt, my essential oils, my candles, all of that go in for me. Pull the curtain closed, turn the light out, and just listen. I usually will listen to like nature sounds or meditations, just something to help me get out of the now and get out of my head. This is, y'all, this Chanel number 5 is making my day. If you have never smelled this, this has to be what heaven smells like. Wow. This is going on my nightstand until we can save up to get me some Chanel number 5 because I've got to have some of this. I'm gonna wear this every single day. I'm gonna spray it on my pillow, on my comforter, on my Richie Bear. I might spray Johnny as he's walking past me. No, he has some new stuff that I really, really like. What does he have? It's a red bottle. It's his deodorant now, his body spray, his body wash, his shampoo, Old Spice. Yes, Old Spice. It's lovely. So I promised that I would share like everything with y'all, the good, the bad, the highs, the lows, everything in between. And so yesterday I did really bad. So I started off okay. In the morning I had, I think, scrambled eggs, 1 piece of Dave's Killer Bread. I can't remember. And then for lunch, we wanted to take the kids out because, you know, when life is stressful here, it's stressful for everybody, not just the adults. And so we took them to Cookout, and I got a grilled chicken sandwich, which I usually take the bread off of, but I didn't this time. And then I had a half order of fries and a half order of onion rings, which I usually don't finish. Usually we'll have a couple of each and just push it away. But I didn't. I finished it all and I was miserable. But I know I was stress eating. And then I was going to my parents' house, and when I got there, my mom had cooked her spaghetti, which, if you've ever had my mother's spaghetti, you understand. She makes the best spaghetti. And so I had to have a small plate of that, which I did just have just a small little saucer plate of. But I still, you know, beat myself up about it because Cookout was supposed to be my only carbs for the day. Or not my only, but the most. I was not supposed to have any more carbs for the day after that. I'll say that. And then I came home. Lord help me. Johnny had cooked BLTs. And Johnny doesn't cook often, y'all. He cooks maybe 5 times a year. And it's usually chili or tacos. He cooked BLTs. So I could not say, I mean, I could have. In all honesty, let's be real. I could have said, no, I'll have it tomorrow. But I didn't. I had a BLT, and that was all I had. That was it. That was all for the day. Egg, toast, Cookout, spaghetti, and a BLT. So, I had the food guilt all night. I had the food guilt. And I tried so hard all night to like talk myself down, like, it's one day, don't worry about it. You know, you've been under a lot of stress. You had, you know, special circumstances come up. But you do get the food guilt because you've been trained to have the food guilt your whole life. If you've struggled with your weight at all, you've been trained to have the food guilt. The sluggish feeling that comes along with it, though, is probably the worst for me, because I can, you know, eventually come out from underneath the guilt. But the sluggish feeling afterwards, that just adds to that stress flu that I was already going through, and the depression and defeat that you feel. It's a lot. I guess like the emotional effects of doing something like that you feel is shameful because that's what you've been taught to feel. Those last longer. And I'm dealing with that today. So today, this morning, we went grocery shopping, and I went and got my new candle and my Epsom salts. And Johnny, he has to go to bed because he works nights. So he was hungry and wanted to eat breakfast before he went to bed. And he wanted Dairy Queen, so I took him to Dairy Queen, and he got his biscuit meal thing that he gets, and I did not order from there. I came home and I cut open a hard-boiled egg, and I took the yolks out, and I put just a little dab of mayo and mustard on them, some salt and some pepper, and I had half of a bagel with some blueberry cream cheese, and I had like 4 or 5 slices of a butterscotch pear. And that was my breakfast. And I'm getting my water in. So today I will have to work extra hard to stay on track, not to lose weight, which is a wonderful side effect, but to keep my mind clear of all of the emotional stress that comes the day after eating how I ate yesterday. Isn't that messed up? Isn't that awful? There's a helicopter. We have National Guard base here in town, so we get to hear them going over sometimes. But isn't it awful what we do to ourselves because of food? And because we've been trained by our peers in society, our family, that we can't have a bad day or an off day, or, you know, and just the fact that we have bad days or off days is kind of messed up, because skinny people don't, right? But we beat ourselves up so bad, and I am not free from that sin. And it just overwhelms you, and it overtakes like your whole existence for however long. And then you have to be really strict and walk the line and get back on track and do right and not have any more bad days, but only good days. The trauma that we put ourselves through just to feel like I don't know how to even put it into words, but it's almost like we feel like we don't have the right to exist unless we're trying to lose weight. Does that make sense? Like, you can't just exist, happy in the body that you're in while you're eating badly, because you've been told your whole life you can't do that. You know, if you're eating badly, you have to feel bad about it. And we can say all day long to other people, you know, don't beat yourself up. It was just a bump in the road. You know, you get over it and you move on and you don't focus on it anymore. But it's a little bit harder when it's you. When you're the one that is in here with it and you're walking around with it. And you're carrying it. It's a little bit harder. And not all the time. Like last month, right? Or the beginning of this month. This month went by fast. I could go to Cookout and have, I don't know, the grilled chicken sandwich or their chicken tenders or their burger and not feel bad about it. It was fine. I didn't care. But it was because I was doing good the other days. Like all the other days I was doing great, and that was my only bad meal for the day. This is the first day that I've had in months, yesterday was, when I had a bad day for the whole day. And so I think that I was just a little hard on myself, as a lot of us do, right? We beat ourselves up. We're really hard on ourselves, a lot harder on ourselves than we are on other people. And it doesn't have to be that way. You know, we don't have to do that to ourselves. We can allow ourselves grace like we do everybody else. It's a little bit more work to do that for ourselves, because for a lot of us, it doesn't come naturally to give yourselves mercy. But we can do it. You just have to realize, I guess, me too, that one bad day is not a make or break day. You know, it's not for the rest of the month. It doesn't have to make you spiral out into more bad days. I wish it was easy. I wish we had an easy button like on that commercial. Hit it and everything is just so much easier to handle and deal with and figure out. Wouldn't that be great if life really came with an easy button and you could hit it and have all of the answers that you need right then? That would be wonderful. I'd take advantage of it for sure, with so many different situations. Parenting, big stressor there. Bills, big stressor there. Animals, big stressor there. Weight, big stressor there. Making sure that you're picking the right church for your family, big stressor there. It's just, this adulting stuff, this is for the birds. It is, isn't it? Anybody else feel that way? Prices are going up on everything. The income is staying where it is. So relaxing. Frankincense and fir. I like the woodsy smells. That's what it is. I used to like the sweeter stuff, like the vanilla cupcake and all of that, you know, like just the sweet stuff, like blueberry, cream cheese candles. Don't eat them. But I love the smell of the sweeter stuff, the flowery stuff. Not anymore. It works wonders. Works wonders. Instant. My brain instantly goes, oh. So, I'm curious to know, other than diving headfirst into a bowl of spaghetti or cake, what do y'all do to relieve stress? What healthier options do you give yourself to handle it? So, I know people say reading, walking, working out, getting out in the sun. I like to color, but I need new coloring books. And y'all, I'm going to admit something about myself. I'm like a little kid when it comes to... All right, Casper, you stay over there and I'll stay here and we'll be good. When it comes to my crayons, I'm so excited to get a new box of crayons, y'all. Just like when I was in school, it's like the most exciting thing of my week to get a new box of crayons, especially if it's a big box with all the different colors. The bigger the box of crayons with the more variety, the better. And I get excited like a little 5-year-old in kindergarten getting her first fresh box of crayons. But when they start to get dull, it's time for a new box. And I need a new box of crayons. Plus, my kids steal my crayons. If I get new ones, even if I put my name on them, they steal my crayons and they break them. It's weird to think that I'm a 43-year-old woman complaining that my kids steal my crayons, but I am. We're here. This is my truth. And they use up my coloring books. They do. And you know how hard it is to find a good coloring book now? I don't like activity books. I don't. You can keep your activities. Make that a whole different book. I want coloring pages. I want coloring pages like I had when I was a kid, okay? So, my favorite things to color were Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse, the Chipmunks, Barbie, Jim, Strawberry Shortcake, Rainbow Bright, the Smurfs. They always had like the easy to color images where it wasn't a whole lot involved. Look, again with the tism, if there's too much on that page, my brain goes do 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 do. Maybe it's the ADHD actually, I don't know. Might be a combination of both. But if there is too much going on that page, my crayon does not know where to go. My brain starts to backfire or misfire. I got smoke coming out of my ears. I can't do it. I will push that whole book away. And now, like every book that you find, and the coloring section has gotten smaller too, the coloring book section. So every book that you find has like all these images on each page. It's chaos. And then there's a word search or a crossword or a connect the dots or a maze. I'm like, you're taking up valuable coloring book space with that crap. Get it out of here. I wish that I could create my own coloring book. Like, that would be amazing. I would love to like work with a company that would help me to make the perfect coloring book for autism and ADHD, where it's just like simple images. It can be more than one thing, but not chaos. I'm gonna do it one day. One day I'm gonna figure out how to do it. What else do I like to do for stress? I like to paint sometimes. But then if I pull out my paint, my kids come running and they're like, we want to paint, which is great. You know, if I'm planning a family paint night, that's wonderful. Love to paint with the kids. But if I'm just painting for stress relief and they come running in and it's like I'm trying to woosah, enjoy my quiet moment. And then there's all the chatter and the arguing that starts happening over space or water or paints or paintbrushes. It becomes a whole ordeal, and it's no longer the stress relief that I needed when I started it. What else? Going for a walk is really good for me. That helps me. But right now it's really either very cold or rainy or both. So, And I need new places to walk. But I'm gonna figure it out. Williams Green Space, I've heard, is a good place I need to go try, in Flowery Branch. Y'all, Catherine is texting me right now over and over and over again because there is a cat on her lap that refuses to get up. Woosah. This is why I'm going to be in the bathroom for 3 hours, cleaning my bathroom and getting it all ready for mommy to go in there and take a bubble bath or an Epsom salt bath with my candles and my ocean sounds. I guess I have to go save her from the kitty cat that won't move. But think about your stressors. Think about your triggers. Think about the way that you handle them, how much focus you put on them, and then how you beat yourself up if you fall off of the acceptable path of responses to stress onto the not so accepted path of stress relief. And comment below. Let me know how you're doing with it. Let me know what you use as your acceptable means of stress relief. I'm curious to hear from everybody. I'm doing better today, and I will do even better tomorrow because my focus is back on track. Got a good night's sleep. I'm going to get another good night's sleep tonight after my Epsom salt bath. And I have my wonderful aids to help me. Look how pretty that is too. And this is my new lifesaver right here, buddy. Chanel number 5. Guess what I'm about to start wearing? Oh yeah. So I hope y'all have a good day. Hope you forgive me for not uploading on Monday. I was not having a good day and I forgot. So I'm gonna upload this today, and hopefully I'll have something else to upload Monday because today is Wednesday. But we'll see. So y'all be good. Make good choices. Be safe. Stay warm. And y'all have a good day.